stolen Haynes' AI program. I want to make a deal with you. Are you interested?
Young and the Restless spoilers reveal Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes, and Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, are up to some really twisted deeds very soon. This is Belynda from Soap Dirt, and we've got the latest Y&R spoilers for the week of January 26th, including a kid going missing and 3 more people possibly kidnapped. It is getting wild. Before we dive in, please click subscribe if you're not following us. I want to warn you, hang on tight next week because Young and the Restless is kicking off February sweeps in style. That begins Thursday, January 29th. So, from late next week and then for the next 4 weeks until February 25th, it's going to get wild and twisty in Genoa City. Mariah Copeland kidnaps Dominic Chancellor as Ethan Ray Clarke debuts as the new recast. Let's start with little Dominic Chancellor, Ethan Ray Clarke, going missing. Yes, next week, Abby Newman, Melissa Ordway, and Devon Hamilton's, Brighton James, son is kidnapped. And by the way, we have a new Dominic. They recast him and aged him up just a little. The new actor is adorable Ethan Ray Clarke. So, they got a new Dominic just in time for the surrogate that gave birth to him, Mariah, to come snatch him away from his parents. At the end of this week on Young and the Restless, Mariah's at that local ratty motel on the outskirts of Genoa City. You know, where Jordan Howard, Colleen Zenk, lurked and Ian Ward, Ray Wise, lurked, and I think Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, has lurked there, and Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, has lurked there. It's the place you go when you're in hiding. And guess who's with her? Ian Ward in his hallucination form. Mariah was thinking about going back to her wife and her daughter Aria Porter Copeland, and she was thinking she'll beg Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, to forgive her. But then Mariah decided she doesn't deserve them because she destroys everything she touches. She's talking about her dark soul, and Mariah was thinking about Dominic and doodling his name. So Mariah's got some sort of plan that she's debating going through with. She makes a phone call and then she hangs up. Ian is there and tells Mariah to stick with the plan and reminds her that she gave birth to Dominic. She did, but she is not his biological mother. There is no genetic tie to him. That is Abby and Devon's child. Ian tells Mariah that things will be better if she just follows through with the plan and does what he says. Abby Newman and Devon Hamilton panic as Dominic Chancellor goes missing in Genoa City. Meanwhile, Abby tells Devon that Damien Kane, Jermaine Rivers, and Phyllis have crushed Newman Enterprises, and Devon's upset that Damien Kane broke Lily Winter's, Crystal Khalil, heart. Then Abby takes Dominic ice skating, and Abby brings up to Dominic that she didn't grow him in her belly. I guess that's just reminding fans. Abby gets a phone call, but the person hangs up. It's clearly that Mariah was calling Abby and hung up. Later, Devon joins Abby and Dominic for some family time. Then next week, everything goes off the rails for them. Young and the Restless spoilers have Abby and Devon going berserk, searching all over the Chancellor Mansion looking for Dominic. We hear Abby and Devon freaking out because they looked all over the grounds. No one has seen Dominic. Abby starts to really panic because it's getting dark outside. It definitely looks like imaginary Ian convinced Mariah to kidnap Dominic. This ties back to the Young and the Restless 2026 winter spoiler that said Abby and Devon would be pulled into Mariah's storyline with Tessa and Daniel Romalotti, Michael Graziardi. The spoiler also said someone would need a lawyer, and that's where Christine Williams, Laura Lee Bell, comes in to represent someone. It certainly looks like Mariah could be charged with abducting Dominic. I think she'd get off on an insanity plea because clearly she's not doing well mentally. Detective Burrow joins GCPD to track down Dominic Chancellor and Mariah Copeland. We're also going to see Abby and Devon on a plane soon, likely on the private jet out searching for their son Dominic. Also on that plane, we are going to see the very handsome Detective Burrow, Matt Cohen. We met Matt Cohen's character when he was an undercover cop for The Lapped pretending to be a dirty cop to get closer to Matt Clark. He worked with Dirty Cop Annie, who is a real traitor. Now, Detective Burrow is going to join the GCPD and he'll be working the Dominic case. Just by the way, they hired Matt Cohen, but then he had torn an Achilles tendon, I think, and he needed surgery and had to go through recovery and mobility issues. That's why we weren't seeing him as much. We're going to be seeing him a lot more now. Sally Spectra and Billy Abbott clash over Jill Abbott's health crisis. Also, we got some bad news for Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson. By the end of this week, Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, runs into Audra Charles, Zuleika Silva, at Crimson Lights and tells her that Billy's letting her down again. Sally tells Audra this is the last time she lets Billy do this to her. Of course, Audra is Team Sally, and she cannot believe that Billy's taking Damien Kane up on his offer to run Chancellor. Sally's upset because she knows Billy wants to say yes. He's already said yes. He just hasn't been clear with his girlfriend. Then Sally says she needs to convince Jill Abbott, Jess Walton, to let her hire Audra at Abbottcom since Billy isn't going to be there. Predictably, Audra's very excited and says Sally would save her life if she did that. It looks like Billy's gal pal isn't playing around, and she calls Jill Abbott without telling him. I think that's fair because Billy has been doing a lot of stuff without telling Sally. Young and the Restless spoilers for next week have Billy quite upset with Sally. Billy's ranting because Sally called Jill to tell her that Billy may be leaving the company. He's irate and indignant with Sally and says, doesn't she think that's a conversation Billy should be able to have with his mom Jill instead of Sally having it? I honestly don't think she feels bad about reaching out to Jill, and she shouldn't. Sally claps back on Billy and says, you know what? I couldn't reach Jill. She says she spoke to Snapper, who of course is Jill's brother, and Snapper told Sally that Jill's health has taken a downturn. Billy looks horrified. He would know this already if he was talking to his mom. I bet Damien Kane knows. Anyway, I'm wondering if Jill being worse off may convince Billy to rethink taking Chancellor from Damien Kane, but I doubt it. Don't worry. Jill's not going to die or anything. They have big plans to celebrate Jess Walton's 40th anniversary on Young and the Restless, and that's not for a while yet. This may just be an excuse to leave Jill off screen for now and let Billy deal with his own messy life choices without his mom stepping in. I do wonder if Sally will go ahead and hire Audra anyway since Jill's out of touch and not doing well. Victor Newman uses Lily Winters and the twins as leverage against Damien Kane. Also next week, Adam Newman is really worried about another kidnapping. He tells Chelsea Lawson Newman, Melissa Claire Egan, that his dad, Victor Newman, wants to use Lily Winters, Maddie, and Charlie as leverage against Damien Kane. We all know Victor will stop at nothing to save Newman Enterprises, but Chelsea's shocked and wants to know if Victor's planning to kidnap Lily and the twins. If Victor does that, I don't think it would work anyway because Damien Kane knows Victor wouldn't kill them or hurt them. Devon and the rest of Genoa.